Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Monday, November 9th, 2020. The tarot card for today is none other than the Sun from the Divine Diversity Tarot by comic artist Joe Phillips. This is one of the most beautiful sun cards I've ever seen, and there are quite a few that are really great. But this one gives that life, that vitality, that great feeling that the sun gives. You know, a lot of people forget about this, okay? You've been cooped up in your home for months and maybe you don't get outside. Maybe the weather hasn't been that great. I know here it is supposed to be 75 and sunny, all right? That may be all this card means for you today, but it may mean a whole lot more. One of the things that I have noticed with the cards is that they have a tendency to show up in relationship to aspects, and quite often as aspects are building. Okay, tomorrow we will have a trine. A trine is a wonderful thing between the sun and Neptune. Neptune is all about your hopes and dreams. I have on my website, tarotbycecilia.com, a calendar of planetary events that you can follow, and I'm going to read to you what I have for this particular transit. Your hopes and dreams become important to you under this aspect, with spiritual overtones guiding your every move, both in creative projects and relationships. This can be a very social time, with emphasis on greater sensitivity to the needs of others. Those in committed relationships may have important conversations about the future now, discussing shared hopes and dreams. Pull out your easel and paints, revive those craft projects on the shelf, embrace the creativity which is available to you now. And this is a feel-good aspect. It's a wonderful thing. Now, when I say it's the day before that we're seeing the sun card, right? These aspects build, and they are more powerful, more useful to you in the time that they're building, because after the fact they become weaker. So whenever we see a card indicating an aspect the day before, know that it can be felt and you can really do something with it. But there's more about this, all right? I talked about all of last week and all the overwhelming effects of the Mercury transits that took place. And so many people were in a bad place last week. So to start this week with the Sun card is a really, really good sign. If you listen to me on Patreon, where I do lengthy readings, the one that I did for last week, indicated how things were going to go, how they were going to turn out, and much different than you were thinking last week as well. Then of course the one for this week will give you more indications of how things are improving, and so on and so on. And we do have that new moon coming up on the 15th in Scorpio, which is a big turning point for this month. Now, as for the sun itself, it is that giver of life. It's also a big confidence booster. Now, if you were having difficulty last week, especially on the mental plane, this week it's like breathing in some fresh air, to give you that, ego boost back to get you going again, because you want to be ready for that new moon on Sunday. All right, it's going to be very important because it's time. There are a number of aspects coming up which are, putting you in new directions over, I'd say between now and the end of the year. So you're going to want to know, and you're going to want to understand. And it's very important right now that you just pull yourself up, go out and suck in those rays of the sun and let it shine down on you, because this really is the time to begin to move forward. There's so much positivity that's here, and yes, here and there the universe throws us a difficult aspect. Not all weeks are like last week. This week is much better. It's less intense, okay? And it is improving. It's going to take you about 5 more weeks before you really really notice this, but it is with each week. And starting next week, things are really going to begin to move forward. So it's time. It's time to get ready. Whatever's been out of whack, for the last, gosh, what is this? I want to say 2 months, okay? Since Mars went retrograde on September 9th. Wow, it's been 2 months ago. Mars will go retrograde on Friday the 13th, and things will really begin to move forward once again. So it's time. All right? It really is time. Allow yourself to push all the negative thoughts out and allow the positive ones to flow in. There's not enough room there for both of them. So you really do need this today. And I think that this card is a very positive reminder that you are worthy and that you can do and be whatever you want in life. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.